Black Ops 3 Zombies. We had it so good at the time. From the maps, the story, the videos at the time, grinding for hours, making friends in public lobbies, begging people to help you do the Shadows of Evil Easter egg so that you can get the Super EE and start with the Arcade 5. It was truly a time to be alive, and Black Ops 3 is in my top 3 best Call of Duty zombies ever. The 2015 to 2017 phase was absolutely amazing, with 15 maps coming out in that time, including Shadows of Evil, The Giant, Der Eisendrache, Zetsubo no Shima, Garad Krovi, Revelations, Nocturne Toten, Varrock, Shinonuma, Kino der Toten, Ascension, Shangri-La, Moon, and Origins. We got so much content in Black Ops 3 Zombies that no game after it has beaten it in terms of content. Today I'm going to break down why Black Ops 3 is still single-handedly carrying the Zombies community today through nostalgia, maps, community content, and a gripping story that I will summarize as briefly as I can. Even though it is a complicated mess, it is still a fascinating story that gripped us for years, and what I consider the true ending to Zombies before they continued it for some reason with the Black Ops 4, which is supposed to just be chaos, but they continued it for some reason. It's a whole nother thing for another day. What I want to touch on first is the maps. The maps in Black Ops 3 are still the most beautiful maps that we have today. They took a big leap and went for a different graphical design when making Black Ops 3, and they did not miss when making this change. The older zombie maps were a lot grittier and darker and horror themed almost, but Black Ops 3 went for a more vibrant and colorful look, and honestly I think it is much better than the older zombie maps. This really shines especially in Shadows of Evil with a bright city set in the 1940s with beautiful towers in the background and perfect lighting. It's not just Shadows where this shines. Every map has their own form of this, but one of my favorites is Revelations. With the giant blue sun thing in the sky and the Corruption Keeper towers, it pulls all of this together. When you travel to Noct in Rev, you can see it shift back to the dark and gritty nature like back in the day. But entering Varrock or Mob, you get that beautiful color scheme again. I couldn't glaze the way these maps look enough, but let's get into the gameplay of the maps. There is a recurring theme with the maps, for example, 3 dragon heads in DE, and 3 Groff modules in Garad Krovi. Another example is 4 lockdowns in Shadows of Evil, 4 times protecting skulls in Zetsubo no Shima, and 4 corruption turrets in Revelations. And I am a-okay with that, because they did it in a fun way. I will never get tired of doing 4 corruption turrets, or even the skulls on Zetsubo no Shima. Super underrated map, but I'll get into that later. Another gameplay element they added to the maps were the absolutely awesome specialist weapons. The Ragnarok Digi-4s, the Shadows of Evil swords, the skull in Zetsubo no Shima, and a fucking baby dragon. Oh, and the Annihilator. My absolute favorite one is the baby dragon. It is just an absolutely amazing and one of the best ways to get to round 100 on Garad Krovi. Speaking of round 100s, every single one of these strategies, and you can choose between 2 on every single map. You can either camp, which isn't as easy as Black Ops 4, but it's still a very good strategy with the right guns equipped, and training. I fucking love training in this game, and for one reason, the ammo mods that you can get. And you can get to round 255 if you wanted to, training simply with the Shiva, the literal worst gun in the game, because of the ammo mods. And these things are absolutely broken, especially Deadwire and Blast Furnace. Let's get back to the maps. They fully remastered every single map that you played as the Primus and Ultimus crew. And the most ambitious one they remade was Origins. And man, does it fit in so well in the Black Ops 3. Origins was ahead of its time back in 2012 with the Easter egg and the 4 special wonder weapons, and it fits incredibly well with the playstyle of Black Ops 3. Another absolutely crazy map is Moon. Sorry about my cat in the background, she's in heat. Working on getting that finished and pissing me off. The most beautiful spot in Moon is the Biodome, which they did an incredibly good job at making. Maybe it's just me, but I absolutely love the colorful areas of this game. And they tried again when making Black Ops 4, and there are some beautiful spots in Black Ops 4, like Ancient Evil, for example. That still doesn't hit compared to any map in Black Ops 3, especially Moon. After you blow up the Earth and you head there after the explosion, it is single-handedly the most beautiful part of Black Ops 3 in my opinion. They did such a good job with the graphical designs of the maps and where they're set and the gameplay of each map. It will never be topped again. Now let's talk about the most complicated fucking story ever told in history. And that is the story of Black Ops 3. And it is such a complicated mess, but I will still be explaining it from how it comes off playing the games and some of the knowledge that I know about it. And I will not be including the jump from Zetsubo and Blood of the Dead when explaining it, because while technically it is the insurance policy Richtofen mentions in Zetsubo, that's a story for Black Ops 4. But with that being said, let's get right into it. Origins Richtofen meets the other Origins characters for the first time while cutting open Max's brain to stop him from turning into a zombie since he was infected with 115. Before this though, he somehow managed to get his hands on some blood vials, which turns out to be the Mom of the Dead crew's blood. After cutting Max's brain open and preserving it for the known knowledge Group 935 has, they hear the voice of a little girl in their heads. This girl is none other than Samantha Maxis. She's asking to be saved from whatever is keeping her, and she guides the crew into saving her. After saving her, the cutscene plays and shows that it's just an alternate dimension where they were playing with toys. After portaling around, the crew end up at the Giant in search of Richtofen, who has been missing. Richtofen, after reading the Chronorium and the knowledge he has, searches through universes for a device known as the Summoning Key. He ends up at Morgue City after a group of misfits stir up enough trouble to piss off an alien god known as the Shadow Man, which has been watching the crew throughout their entire journey. The misfits beat the Shadow Man and destroy an octopus in the sky, but the Summoning Key falls into the hands of a keeper, but not before Richtofen swipes it right out of its hands and heads to the Giant. Upon exiting the portal, he kills his ultimate self and traps his soul in the Summoning Key. They light a beacon so that Maxis knows where and when they are, and they fix a Origins robot and head to Dreistrach, where Ultimus Dempsey is waiting. Not exactly though, since he's been sent to the moon by and for who knows why. I just googled it and it turns out they did it to stop the events of Moon, which is actually kind of badass. Primus shoots Dempsey down back to Earth and kill him, taking his soul into the Summoning Key as well. They end up on a boat being held captive by Japanese soldiers. They end up escaping and find themselves on the Island of Despair. They jump through a bunch of hurdles to fix an elevator so that they can reach Ultimus Takio, who is being experimented on and turned into a giant plant monster. After beating him, he comes to the conclusion that what must be done has to be done. He tells Takio that the Emperor is not what he seems and that Richtofen has been lying to Takio about the Emperor in order to get him to obey and follow his orders. Ultimus Takio knows that in order to save the world he must sacrifice himself, so he decides to do the honorable thing, which is seppuku. After taking his soul, they stop by Blood of the Dead. They teleport to a timeline of Stalingrad, which is being attacked by dragons, and Ultimus Nikolai is in the midst of the battle fighting the dragons. Ultimus Nikolai's robot suit gets beat up pretty bad, and Primus helps him get a new part to fix it, and fight the dragons with him. After helping him, they explain to Nikolai why he must sacrifice himself. He does not want to die, so he decides to fight the crew. After defeating Nikolai, they kill him and take his soul. They then teleport to Maxis with the Summoning Key. Him and Richtofen hug and catch up since not seeing each other in who knows how long. They just leave the Summoning Key on the table, which I forgot to mention, but the Misfit Shadows crew trapped the Shadow Man into the Summoning Key. While Maxis is reading the Chronorium, he hears the Shadow Man's whispers speaking out to him for help. And without knowing any better, he picks up the Summoning Key, which replaces the Shadow Man's soul with Maxis's. So now the Shadow Man is now free again. Upon leaving the house, he tears dimensions, bringing places the crew has been to before all into one big dimensional tear. The Primus crew know eventually what must be done, so they bring back Sophia, which we met in Garad, who is a helper of Maxis. Forgot to mention that. And she helps us get what we need to start fighting the Shadow Man. They eventually get to the Shadow Man after going through many twists and turns and fight him, trapping him back into the Summoning Key. And Maxis, also in the Summoning Key, and Sophia, as the robot, fly into the blue sun, fixing the dimension and sending all keepers and apothecons back to the dark ether where they came from. But one thing is still off, as Dr. Monty puts it. The premise crew were also supposed to disappear, but they drank the blood of the Mob of the Dead crew, which keeps them in the realm. Dr. Monty, not knowing what to do, he decides to send them to a realm where they are gods and saviors, wielding the staffs from Origins. And that is absolute fucking cinema, in my opinion. Probably left out a lot of fucking details, but man, was this fucking script so much to read, and I kept losing myself. Oh, man, the story is just so fucking complicated. I tried to sum it up to the best of my abilities. I googled, I did fucking everything, and I was gonna talk about Blood of the Dead, but apparently it's not in. They like retconned a bunch of shit. It's fucking wild. The fucking nostalgia that comes with this game is absolutely crazy. I've met so many cool people on there, man. I remember begging for people to help me do the Shadows of Evil Easter egg so that I can get the fucking Super EE done. The videos at the time, dumping probably thousands of dollars into the game to get fucking Gobblegums. It was just crazy. I remember talking about it at school. I remember this. It was Zetsubo no Shima came out, and me and my friend were talking about how it was a conspiracy that the spiders in the map would be able to use Widow's Wine. I mean, it was just a crazy time to be alive. And we were talking about all the maps at school and watching Lex and Noah and Mr. Waffle guides. It was fucking crazy, man. The people you met back then, staying up late grinding, doing Easter eggs like 3 times a day, the high rounds, man, it was absolutely fucking crazy, and it was truly a time to be alive, and it was the peak of zombies. Like, I remember sitting on the couch, because I had like my little TV in the living room. I would sit on the couch, TV on the coffee table, pretty crazy, but TV on the coffee table, sitting on the couch, PS4 controller in my hand. I always gotta listen to something while I play games. Fucking boom, Lex video. Black Ops 3. Man. It was, the nostalgia that comes with this fucking game is absolutely incredible. And it's absolutely fucking crazy. And man, is it just, I miss it, man. You don't see shit like that with Black Ops 7. I mean, maybe somewhere out there, somebody sitting on their couch with their PS5 controller in their hand, with their TV on the coffee table, just going at it with videos in the background of Black Ops 7. I mean, I don't know. It was a pretty crazy time to be alive, to be honest. It was really nice. The last thing I want to touch on before we inevitably end this super awesome, cool, amazing video is the zombies community. The zombies community is doing better than Activision or Treyarch is right now. The community is single-handedly saving zombies right now as we speak, and that is for one reason: custom zombie maps in Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 has a workshop. I've played the workshop. Almost every single map on there is a 10 out of 10. But I can't give you any footage of it because sadly I'm on my PlayStation. But man, if you only have PlayStation Black Ops 3, W for having Black Ops 3, but man, are you missing out on so much content. Leviathan. They have remade Mob of the Dead, Call of the Dead, Die Rise, Transit. It took Treyarch 10 years to do that. Over 14 years. It took them 14 years to do that. What the community did in 5, I wouldn't say that, maybe 10. What the community did in 10, Treyarch did in 14, which is crazy. Major voice crack right there. Don't pay attention to it. And the community is absolutely awesome, but not at the same time. I don't know, it's kind of hard. There's a lot of drama in the zombies community, but people in the zombies community are some of the most awesome people you will ever meet. I'm talking like cool, chill out, stoner, super fucking smart people, you know? Nobody can solve a puzzle like fucking Easter egg hunters in Black Ops 3, or just Black Ops Zombies community in all, in general. In general, those are some of the smartest. How did we figure out Revelations with the bones? I mean, come the fuck on, man. How did we figure that out? That let me shoot this one specific odd-looking rock right here, and it'll pop a bone out. And then wait, what if I shoot that bone with my upgraded Apothicon Servant? Oh, which by the way, how did we upgrade the Apothicon Servant? Oh yeah, we gotta find 5 blue fucking rocks. Which by the way, one is in the blue sun. How did we find that? How did we find that? It's because the zombies community is some of the most smartest fucking people you will ever meet. You'll ever meet. I stand by it. I stand by it. I wouldn't call myself a very intelligent individual, but I could do the Horizon Drake Easter egg off the top of my head. Bitch. Suck on that. In conclusion to all of this, Black Ops 3 will never be topped again. I mean, just straight up. Clearly Black Ops 7 isn't going to do it. Ooh, I burped. Black Ops 3 will never be touched. The only one that has come close after Black Ops 3, I might get a lot of shit from this, but Infinite Warfare. Okay? Video for another time, but I fucking love Infinite Warfare. Okay? No, I'm not gonna say all that because I get a bunch of shit for that. I was gonna say on par with Black Ops 3. Because it definitely fucking is in my opinion. But Black Ops 3, the maps were fucking absolutely beautiful map masterpieces, man. Complicated story. Absolutely fucking cinema story. But it's fucking complicated. But the maps are beautiful. The whole game is just beautiful, man. The nostalgia that comes with it, everything is just absolutely awesome and amazing. And I love Black Ops 3. It's in one of my top 3 games of all time, and it will stay that way. Maybe until the end of time. Maybe. Maybe Black Ops 7 will just have a complete fucking turnaround and be better than Black Ops 3. I doubt it, but one can hope that there's a better Black Ops 3. And if there's a better Black Ops 3, then the rapture may be upon us, my friends. But yeah, that was my video. Took me a long fucking time to make. I had this fucking 14,000 character script that I fucking kind of went off the rails wacky with there at the end. Well, yeah, I love you guys.